On this week's show, Student Council President-elect Trevor White talks campus construction with Headmaster Steve Murray, alumni composers return to campus, and Gunti Weissenberger takes on girls varsity lacrosse. Lawrenceville's 10-minute newscast begins right now.
From the studios inside the Lawrenceville School's historic Pop Hall, this is L10 with Aidan Duffy.
Hello and welcome to this week's show. After a preliminary round of question and answer sessions and speeches, fourth formers voted for vice presidential finalists on Thursday in Irwin. The finalists are as follows. Gardner Howe and Tosh Ray are your finalists for VP of Honor and Discipline, Rishi Bagaria and Edward Miller for Academics, and Cameron Dano and Kayla Miller for Social Life. The Vice Presidential Forum and elections will take place on Thursday, April 29th. Lawrenceville's Leopold Society announced its newest members. Third formers recognized for their work in environmental stewardship, sustainability, conservation, environmental ethics, service, and leadership will participate in the Leopold Society Summer Immersion Program. On Thursday, the girls' varsity lacrosse team hosted a speaker from the One Love Foundation, whose mission is to educate students about unhealthy relationships. Tomorrow, the team will dedicate their home game against Blair Academy to the foundation. On Tuesday and Wednesday, fourth formers met with admissions representatives from over 60 colleges and universities during the annual college fair, giving fourth formers a chance to further their understanding of the admissions process. The college fair also served them to explore schools they may not have the opportunity to personally visit. As part of Lawrenceville 2020, the school's strategic plan, Abbott, Gruss, and Levino are being reimagined for the 21st century. President-elect of Student Council Trevor White talked with Headmaster Murray and students about these proposed historic changes.
In the shorter term, what is your timeline and overall vision for the Gruss renovation?
So that we're going to break ground this summer, and we've done a number of, we've been through most of the permitting process, so that seems to be on track. We'll break ground this summer, and it's probably about a 16 month construction process. So we would move in late fall, early winter of 2019.
When it is built, how do you envision students will incorporate their time into using that space?
So the whole way to draw students in, I think, will happen on a number of levels. In a in a physical sense, there is a pass-through that goes from the bowl into Noyes Quad, and that was done purposefully with a lot of glass so that students will see it as a shortcut to get to history class or to get to Reynolds or McPherson and want to travel through and see a lot of the activity in there. So there's pass-through activity, certain courses that have a logical basis, so engineering courses or some of our design courses will be based in there, but then there will be a whole opportunity for clubs to be based in there, so rocketry, robotics, our Makers Club, all of those clubs, and clubs that we haven't yet perhaps imagined will have space in there for projects, for meetings, for kind of ideation, and we're hoping it'll be a real hub for creative activity.
Well, one of the things a lot of my friends like to do, and myself, we like to build a lot of stuff in our free time after sports, so I think that would really help other students.
Thank you, Trevor. Last Thursday, 3 celebrated Lawrenceville alumni composers returned to campus to celebrate Periwig 125. Don McLean, class of 63, Zeke Hecker, class of 65, Paul Moravec, class of 75, spoke with students at school meeting. Zeke Hecker then conducted the Collegium Strings as they performed one of his pieces, and Paul Moravec, winner of 2004 Pulitzer Prize in Music, gave a masterclass with Nina Suresh, Lawrenceville class of 20. Arts correspondent Brittany Sun sat down with all 3 to reflect on their music and distinguished careers.
My passion for music goes back to early childhood. I think a lot of people can say that. Some of my earliest memories are listening to music. Before I could walk, I was putting little 78 RPM records on a record player and putting the needle down and listening to the music. I was, first of all, in the Trinity Church Princeton
church choir, boy choir, as a kid, because I grew up in Princeton. We were rehearsing a piece written for the choir, and at one point our choir master introduced the composer who was standing in the back of the room, and that was the first inkling I had that composers weren't just very old dead people.
I begin my day not composing, but by playing the works of composers who are smarter than me, and that makes me smarter. And then I get to work, which is, for me, an endless process of trial and error. And I do lots and lots and lots of sketches. It's not the greatest experience in the world. It's just hard work. It's always hard work. But once the piece is about half done, my experience is that the piece itself starts to tell me what to do, and that is thrilling.
A typical day, if I'm in composing mode, is I compose in the morning. As soon as I get up, sometimes before I do anything else, I go to compose. And you don't wait for inspiration. That doesn't work. You start. The ideas start piling on and the process moves along.
Thank you, Brittany. Finally tonight, fourth former Gunti Weissenberger takes on the Red Hot Girls Varsity Lacrosse team in a goalie challenge as part of a new series we're calling Gunti Does.
I'm here with girls varsity lacrosse players, Annabelle Albert and Hannah Scher. We're going to do the goalie challenge, and I'm going to stop all 20 shots. Let's get it.
Toby, how do you think Gunti's going to do today?
I just hope the kid doesn't get hurt.
Is he just wearing a chest protector?
Well, this is all you gave me, so I'm wearing it.
He's got a chest protector, helmet, and gloves.
Do I put this on outside? I don't know how this works.
We'll see, we'll see.
We might be able to stop a few.
I don't know, I mean, we might miss cage.
That's the biggest worry, definitely missing cage.
Thanks, Chaz, I appreciate it. He just gave me some goalie tips. So I think I'm learning the ropes here. I think we're ready to go. What do we think? Chaz, let me see that ball. Oh, sup, Desky?
And then just step to the wall.
All right.
That's all you're gonna need.
I'll try my hardest. Nope. Ah! That's a save, that counts.
Oh! Destroy.
Yeah? Get on the left side of the net and step right every time. I feel good right now. Let me back up.
We gotta take more.
They're scared to shoot on me. Yeah.
Right at his head.
See, this is why I'm not an actual...
Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm fine. I feel like McChesney and Desky's pointers definitely helped a lot. I really had no idea what I was doing coming in. And I felt like, my technique was pretty good after they gave me a few pointers.
I mean, being a goalie takes a lot. It's really scary to have balls coming at you, and they're really fast. So definitely for Gunti to get in the cage, it's pretty cool, pretty brave. And he stopped some of our shots, so that was pretty good for him. A little embarrassing for us, but yeah.
Yeah, I would be embarrassed if I were you.
Yeah.
Thank you, Gunti. That is our broadcast for this Friday night, April 20th, 2018. From all of us here at L10, thank you so much for watching, and good night.